This is everything you need to know for Algebra 1, Part 4. So we're talking about variables and expressions today. And so we're going to start with the expression 2x plus 4. So the first thing I want you to know is that this expression has two terms, okay? So we have the first term is 2x, and the second term is plus 4. So our terms are usually separated by a plus or a minus. Now you may already know that this 2 that's right in front of the x is called a coefficient. So that 2 is being multiplied times x. The letter x is our variable, so that's representing some missing value. And then our 4 is just a number by itself, so that's going to be called a constant. Okay, so those are good things to know. So let's talk about how we write expressions. So if we have the algebraic expression 3x to the fourth power, we can write that out in words as 3 times x raised to the power of 4. You also could have written 3 times x to the fourth power. Next, we have 5z squared plus 16. And so very similar, we're going to write 5 times z to the second power. You could also just write 5 times z squared plus 16. All right, and that's all you have to do. So really not that hard, but it does take a little bit of practice to get used to thinking between algebraically and going back to written. So what if we want to go the other way, going from written expressions to algebraic expressions? So this is really important whenever you have word problems, which you will, that are going to write these expressions out in words, and then you need to know how to write it algebraically as an expression, okay? So let's say we have 10 less than the product of 7 and f. Well, 10 less than, that tells me that we're going to have subtraction or minus somewhere in there, okay? And then the product of 7 and f is going to be multiplication. So if it's 10 less than the product of 7 and f, then I would write 7 times f, so you can just write 7f, minus 10, because it's 10 less than the product of 7 and f, so the minus 10 is going to come at the end. So that would be it, 7f minus 10. All right, next we have 2/3 of the volume V. And so if we want 2/3 of V, we would just do 2/3 times V, or just 2 over 3V. So we can write that as 2 over 3V, just like that. And you could also write that as 2V over 3. So I hope this video was helpful. If you want to see more of this, go ahead and follow this account, like this video, and leave a comment. That way my videos show up in your For You page. We'll see you next time.